guys. We have Shell, we have Media Prima, followed by EGG Network, MDEC, Accenture, Petronas, MacPlay, Udo, Bank National Malaysia, Bank Negara Malaysia, sorry, CGM, Todak, and PWC. Oh man. As we're going down as well, we're going to be seeing the current result which we have experienced, because only today we're going to be casting 2 BO3s. The rest of the games has already been gone on and done. Sadly, Shell was not able to take the win against Todak as they have a clean win with 2-0, followed by EGG Network against Udo with 2-0 as well, followed by Petronas against MDEC 2-0. PWC powered by Petronas, they did have a fight against Accenture 2-1, but today we're going to be casting Media Prima against Bank Negara and MacPlay against CGM. That is going to be today's match. The schedule match 1 is going to be Bank Negara Malaysia, or commonly people know as Central Bank of Malaysia, against Media Prima, followed by the match 2 is going to be MacPlay against CGM. Man, it's a whole total line, and this is currently the team lineup for between Bank Negara Malaysia against Media Prima. Man, all are looking fine. Gentlemen, my God, actually I can't even believe that they actually are looking really fine and really handsome before they really sign up for this tournament. Oh. Man, it's just absolutely insane. We have a lot of teams coming into the mix here. 12 teams already. We have already witnessed 8 teams already did their best. Of course, it's not the end of the world just yet. They still have to accumulate the amount of points so they can secure that spot in that playoffs. But in this case here, for today's game, we're going to be casting between all the teams here. And the first game is going to be Bank Negara Malaysia against Media Prima. Now, I know, we have, after seeing the list, we have some returning teams and a couple of new teams as well. Although we have some returning teams, but with a new lineup. Now, this is going to be interesting. Now, I'm wondering, Bank Negara Malaysia did not participate in Season 1. This is going to be their first time participating in the Corporate League Season 2 here. And against the second runner-up for the, if I'm not mistaken, Media Prima was the second runner-up for Corporate League Season 1 for MLBB. Now, do they have a plan on how they're going to be taking on Media Prima here? Does Bank Negara Malaysia have what it takes to really take it on here? By the way, this is the drafting here, and we're about to get down to business. So Media Prima is going to be starting on the blue side here, so in other words, they're going to be having the first pick and first ban as they go against Bank Negara Malaysia. So of course, we're seeing the first 2 bans on both sides here. It's going to be the Valil and Kufra. Now, that's a very interesting ban to me, because when I see a Valil ban, I'll be instantly thinking, okay, they do not want a lot of initiate or engaging hero coming towards their face. But on the side here of Bank Negara, on the other hand, with the Kufra ban, I get this message in my head saying that, all right, I want to go an assassin hyper carry, because we all know MLBB, the current method right now is the hyper carry, where you either depend on an assassin hyper carry or a marksman. For in this case, maybe Bank Negara Malaysia just might be going for an assassin here. Media Prima's second ban to be Esmeralda, although she did get a slight nerf, but let's be honest, it's Esmeralda. She is doing tons of damage and still can be quite the nuisance in the lane. Bank Negara Malaysia, on the other hand, their final ban will be Hellcat. First pick here, looks like it is going to be the Atlas, a very team composition pick as well. That is going to be a huge deal on how Media Prima is going to be entirely engaging Bank Negara Malaysia. But of course, Uranus are not, I wouldn't say broken, but the most nuisance and irritating hero ever seen in the land of the dawn. He really gets up into your face here, really messes you up. And the thing, and the best part about Uranus as well is that his main job is not to really just run around. I mean, sure, yes, just run around or just front line. His job is to zone out. And I love the fact that the minute they found out, the minute Bank Negara Malaysia found out that Esmeralda got banned, they instantly tell themselves, all right, I can go Uranus, because let's be honest, Esmeralda punishes. She punishes Uranus hard, like really, really hard. Like just makes him run for his money. So anyway, the second pick is going to be followed by the Cho on the side here of Media Prima. It's going to be the Chang'e and the Baxia. Now the Baxia, I am not a really big fan of Baxia, but what the Baxia can do with his ultimate, he can actually slow down that self HP regeneration and the shields that is going to be given out from the consecration of that Uranus. I'm pretty sure they're also going to bring out a necklace of endurance for the itemization later on. But the final pick here for Bank Negara Malaysia, it is going to be the Helios. Ooh, man, I see 3 heroes: Cho, Uranus, Helios. They are planning to run them down. I see 3 very mobile, very irritating, and they also have a really great team fight initiative with the Helios Glorious Pathway. Final ban coming from the side of Bank Negara Malaysia. It is going to be Yuzong, which is actually the recently released Black Dragon himself. He is quite the fighter. Got a couple of nerfs when he was first released. Let me tell you something. He dished out too much damage in that silence. Too much. Too much. It was literally very hard to rank and even compete against him. He got nerfed a little bit, but he's still a pretty decent fighter. Fearing him gets the ban out, but the final ban here, do Media Prima want to ban out the assassins here? Because it looks like Bank Negara Malaysia has a lot of heroes that will be really great against assassins. So Media Prima decided to get rid of the Kimi, which was pretty great. Bank Negara, ooh, I love it. Kaja pick, I just love it. He got nerfed once again, but Kaja, as it is, like he got nerfed in his range for Divine Judgment. But the thing is this, the combo still works. But instead of picking the card, they want to finally lock down the hyper carry. I think maybe they decided, like, you know what, they have an Atlas, they have a Boxer. It might be difficult for an assassin because he might just get caught in the mix of it. Instantly picks up a marksman, able to at least allow him to attack from a range, from a little bit from a safety, then allows him to dish out an amount of damage. I also love the fact he went with Purify just in case he gets caught up with that Atlas ultimate Fatal Links. Media Prima on the other side, their hyper carry is going to be the Gushen. Let me tell you something, now the Grandeur has a lot of things to worry. The minute he gets caught by the Gushen, let's be honest, Sword Spike, whatever Purify you have, that ain't going to save you. And the next play is going to be a Hayabusa. Whoa! So we have 2 assassins. Both of them are going to... Oh my god, actually, I'm not sure anymore on the side of Media Prima whether they're going to be going for the 1-3-1 here or the 1-2-2. It's a little bit difficult to see how well they'll be doing because it's a little bit... For how I see it, it's very greedy because you're having 2 assassins here who really requires that itemization. Final pick on the other side here is going to be pretty interesting between Media Prima and Bank Negara Malaysia, but we're just about ready to get into the mix. That's going to be it for the drafting. We know what's their lineup. We know what each of these teams need to prepare for. So let's just see how well as they quickly go contest with each other in this first BO3 of today here on the Land of the Dawn. Oh man, it's just... Not sure if what expectations do I have. What expectation do I have for these 2 teams? Well, let's be honest. When I heard corporate, I believe like, okay, I'm going to be looking at veterans. I was actually expecting a lot of old school plays, old school metas, old type of combination. Maybe bringing back the Minotaur and the Grog. I'm so sorry. I know Minotaur, there's a lot of way to cut him. But that was pretty cool back in Season 3, wasn't it? But looks like just sadly to shoot down all of my expectations. Both of these teams definitely are updated with the current meta and what style they want to go for. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're currently jumping into the first game of this BO3 of this Corporate League Season 2 against Media Prima and Bank Negara Malaysia. Now for those of you viewers who is not sure who are these 2 fantastic corporates, well, let's be honest, let me break it down for you. So Bank Negara Malaysia has always been acted as the banking and advisor since the late 1950s. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm bringing you down back to giving you a quick history lesson on about Bank Negara Malaysia. They have been regulating our country's financial institute for the longest time. Well, on the other side, their opponent is going to be Media Prima, which is Malaysia's entertainment company and has been doing a fantastic job when it comes to television, radio, advertising, you name it, they do it. They got it. Now, looking on the blue side here, our dear friend Minky, definitely for sure when you know that's an Atlas, your job is very simple. Hit level 4 as fast as possible. Although we have seen currently the reporter here, which is being played by one Izzle, going to be playing the Chang'e. He knows his job is going to be as a mage support here. Does as much damage, as much harass as possible, zoning out as many opponents as much as possible, allowing his team that space and also that time to farm up for themselves here. Looks like we're going to be seeing a quick clash here. Padu already hitting level 4. Is he going to be pushing in? Does the Sword Spy does quite the amount of damage, forcing them to fall back instead. That is actually really great on his part here. And I love the fact that he knows that he needs to hit level 4 as fast as possible, and he did. And if we're comparing between both of the hyper carries here in both the games here, which I'm assuming currently, which is Padu and Noob, against their Granger, which is Fitz. Fitz is already hitting level 4, but both sides is doing great. But their initiators, their tanks, their team fight composition heroes, they need to hit level 4 as fast as possible if they really want to set the tempo for their team. Boxer doing quite well on the top lane, but on bottom lane on the other side, looks like Media Prima going all in the aggressive here. Draws first blood, gets the kill on Axel, and Murilu on the other hand, he wants to try to make some magic on his own in this top lane. He knows it's Uranus. Uranus hits level 4 first as well. We're gotta be careful because Amura has consecration. He already can pop it at any time, and does the amount of damage with Ionic Edge. Let's be honest, but anyway, happening down in the mid lane, we see quite the amount of clash as well. Still, Murilu 90. Still farming down the lane. Clash has ended. Failing was not able to commit as well. Padu getting a little bit down low, has to fall back. Minky XX1 trying to hold down the fort. He's almost hitting level 4. Pops out the perfect match. Almost gets it. Will be able to connect. Catches 2 in the same time. Allowing Noob to get the double kill for himself. Padu gets a little bit down low. Will not be able to escape the death from Axel. But Axel sadly will not be able to escape his alive. But he will be able to shrimple away. Really unfortunate, but Minky just didn't really have the mana, nor does he have the perfect match to actually catch that Cho or Axel. Still, but with that amazing clash, that's going to be allowing them to take this turtle, the first turtle the entire game here. If we see the current goal lead, we see a difference of 1,500 goal lead. That's pretty much, not to say a major league just yet, but that just shows that how much Media Prima was just constantly roaming around, taking all those jumbo camps, and just making sure that carry is actually getting all of those level. Mickey XS1 here, we're going to visit Amin Raza here, and the Reporter 1, who's going to be playing as their mage or mage support on the other hand. That's going to be the Reporter. Once again, Noob, the Hayabusa, getting another kill for himself. That's pretty big because currently he has 3-0 here. Both carries, like I said, this team composition coming out from Media Prima was a little bit greedy because they have 2 heroes that require to be farming out. But anyway, beautiful shield unit that's going to be rolling in and will be able to get a kill for themselves and even secure that jungle camp. Things are looking really great for the side of Media Prima. You can definitely tell this returning team is really strong and they're willing to take this game away from themselves in this first day. I know he's going to be out different, although he is the mage player, but in this case, he's going to be playing the Hayabusa. Yes, I said, going to be popping out that quad shadow just for a good measure, just try to escape. Top lane, Atlas, remember, Atlas, Mickey XS1, although will not have the fatal links on just yet. Three members of Bang Nagar Malaysia currently pushing out this bot lane, and they're trying to see if they can try to force any rotation coming out from Media Prima, or maybe try to force them to make a mistake. But oh my god, Noob already getting the Blade of Hephaestus. That's pretty big for him. I mean, it's expected as well. He's level 8, possibly the most highest hyper carry in this game as well. But beautiful initiative. Here comes the perfect match. There's the fatal links of Mickey XS1. Were you able to catch 2? Nope, he gets stunned instead. Going trap against committed. Pass the fatal link, but sadly there will not be a follow-up. The entire team will be forced to fall back here. Mickey has to be careful. Thanks for the assist coming up from Mural 90. Able to save his life and give him a little bit more space here. But the other side, Hayabusa, Noob playing the way Hayabusa is supposed to be playing, which is just splitting those side lanes and just pick up members one by one. Now, I'm pretty sure why people noticed that why Hayabusa wasn't really a common pick nowadays during this season or season 5, mainly because Hayabusa's ultimate shadow kill is actually depending on RNG. If there's actually more than one enemy together, then he's actually going to be he may not be able to bounce on the same person consecutively. Oh, here comes Hafiz Litter. Sadly, he doesn't really have a mana to commit into this. Almost fell down here. A bunch of harass coming for the side of Media Player. Well played. Padu dives in. He sees Halil getting down low, gets a kill for himself, followed by a double kill on the hyper carry on Fizz. Sadly, Divine Chance is going to be committed down on Minguri. We'll be able to get the kill trade off on Padu. That's pretty big. Now Mickey in the way of trouble. Way the driver going to be committed as well. Locking him back into the tower. Getting them 2 for 2. But I'm not sure it's actually pretty great at all. Although it was pretty cool. He was able to get the kill on Padu. But they actually traded 2 kills for a turtle. So I'm pretty sure the favor is still tilting more towards Media Prima favor. Amura still zoning, falling around here, committing his Ionic Edge, trying to split push the lane. And the thing is this, I know some people is probably wondering like, why isn't Amun-Ra just being the nuisance which Uranus is supposed to be? Well, mainly because his entire team is just this. When you see the entire lineup of Media Prima, especially when there's an existence of an Atlas, then this Amun-Ra will not be able to solo lane or even try to split push, even if he wanted to try to be, mainly because there's always the existence, there's always a time where this Atlas can just start any fight at any time he wishes, and that's going to be pretty much what his team here. Amun-Ra is going to be obviously Fazlan, but on the other side here, Fizz was able to get a nice kill. That's going to be his first kill in this game. Hopefully he'll be able to get a couple more as he tries to catch up with the rest of the team here. Amun-Ra will be able to get that Oracle for himself. He's going to be a little bit more tanky, and that's going to be able to aid him in most of this confrontation. As we see on the minimap as well, we can see Padu once again engaging Amun-Ra. Amun-Ra no choice but to pop the Consecration because he has no idea how many members and how many of them will be able to commit their ultimates for him. Consecration is going to be running out soon as well, so he has to know whether he's going to be committing to this fight or not. But the reporter, the Chang'e, just constantly spamming and harassing for the long range, even forcing Insomnia on Minguri. Minguri, why are you in that position? Now instantly Mickey gets stunned, was not able to follow up with the failure lane as well. This is pretty big. Glorious Pathway was used as well. The reporter gets a little bit down low and will be able to get picked up by Fizz, allowing him to get a double kill. Mural 90 popping out the Shield of Unity, but Padu getting ready to jump in. He has a Sword Pie, gets one kill on the Cho, that's pretty big. Gets another one on Amun-Ra as Amun-Ra gets a little bit down low, but the Consecration still going on, still strong. Both the hyper carry, both Padu and Ainu hunting down Amun-Ra. Can he run away? Can he escape? I believe he can because he's such a mobile tank. And trust me, just look at Amun-Ra right now. He's instantly regenerating back HP in a matter of seconds. That is ridiculous. But anyway, happening on the other side, Anu doing quite the amount of damage on the other side on our dear friend Minguri. So a couple of trades, a couple of damage happening all over to the mix here. As we can see, a lot of damage, a lot of consistency happening for most of the teams. Whew, but anyway, so we're going to be having a slight pause here while waiting. But while we're waiting, we can break it down to what we've been seeing just now. Alright, so we can see from the side here, Media Prima, they first pick Atlas, which was definitely a very priority pick. As you can see also during the MPL Invitational, that Atlas is such a strong, not just a strong frontliner, but he's a great initiator with the perfect match, and also a great team fight composition hero. As we can see during this, it was a beautiful highlight which is currently brought to you by TGC as well, and of course HBO, our sponsor HP Omen. Beautiful Glorious Pathway, allowing them to, giving them that movement speed, that slow to allow his entire team to catch up to the Chang'e, bursted it down. But because they committed so many strong and CC and control skills, there was no way for them to even control Padu or Ainu, and there was just a pretty much a clean sweep for both of the hyper carries here as they just nailed members one by one. I was actually a little bit worried on how they're going to be playing this game, because when Padu picked the Gershon, I was thinking, okay, that's the hyper carry. Then Ainu picks the Hayabusa as well, their side laner, which is totally fine because Hayabusa back in Season 3 was used very often to split push the lane, get those solo kills with that shadow kill, pure maximum damage, and that just makes him such a threat. And he's also really great at just clearing those waves with that shadow shuriken. He also is very mobile with the quad shadow, so it's really great to see Hayabusa just once in a while being picked. He was also picked a couple of times during MPL Invitational, so I'm pretty sure both of this team here, Media Prima, has been watching the MPL Invitational and probably got a little bit of some notes for themselves before they sign themselves up for this Corporate League Season 2. The reporter, as usual, after Chang'e, just clearing those waves from a very safe distance. Amun-Ra probably had to commit, but here comes Miro coming with the Shield of Unity, connecting on House of Litter. But suddenly will get stunned by Amun-Ra. Amun-Ra gets pulled back with the Fatal Links. As they get caught off, Glorious Pathway is going to be used, but will only be used as an escape. Beautiful clash, beautiful happening over to the mix here. Ainu pops out the shadow kill, was able to get a nice kill on their core on Fizz. That's going to be pretty big as well. Alice on the other hand, Mickey is going to get another one on Minguri. 3 members going to be falling here. Amun-Ra definitely will be falling next very shortly. Whew. Big fight, big times. Padu is still pushing the lane. He doesn't really need to worry about Amun-Ra. Oh my lord. This is what I'm just saying, guys. Seriously. Doesn't matter if you have Purify or whatsoever control skills, if Gershon is in your face with the Sword Spice, then you're dead. You're hands down dead. You can't do anything about it. You just can't do anything. So XL with the Cho, definitely XL has a very big responsibility because he's possibly followed by the side of Minguri as well, because both of these hero characters here, they pick him with the Cho and the Kaja, they have a very strong lockdown skill. That's going to be the Divine Judgment and the Way of the Dragon. That's only possibly the only two skills that they can actually use to lock down Ainu and Padu. It gives them enough time to actually lock them down and disperse them into the next Oblivion. Miral 90 gets caught. Beautiful Divine Judgment going to be pulling him back, and that's going to be the end for Miral 90. That's going to be pretty big. That's a pretty big kill here as well. Not to say a very big kill, but they definitely bang the Malaysia. They definitely need to get as many kills as possible because they just really want to try to get as much itemization for themselves here and get all that EXP. Fitz is definitely not falling behind too much. He's level 12, one level below Ainu and Padu, but he definitely needs to catch up if he really wants to try to back up the team here. Amura, on the other hand, I believe he just needs to try to zone them out as much as possible. He did a great job like defending his team Fizz as much as possible, but having Ainu and Padu both very mobile assassin, as you can see, once again Padu dives to the mix. That's a pretty big Padu actually gets caught by beautiful free link. Actually going to be catching all three members of Bank Negara Malaysia. Corner path is going to be used as well. Instantly password open. Amura trying to zone out Padu. Almost got the kill as well. But beautiful zoning out him and out. That's going to be allowing Mickey to fall to the side of Bank Negara Malaysia. But on the other hand, Media Prima already had the Lord. Already been summoning it out again. Ainu knows that major ultimate is not on the side of Bang Negara Malaysia. Jumps right in with the quad shadow, gets another kill. Tries to get a trade on XL. They all had to fall back. Beautiful cooperation coming on the side of Bang Negara Malaysia as they were able to shred down the Lord before it gets to their inhibitor. But they had to play safe, they had to be careful as well. No major ultimate, nothing into the mix here. Fizz has the Death Sonata, but he has to be trying to place himself in such a position. Minguri, beautiful Divine Judgment, able to get a nice kill on Pado. That was a big kill as well. That's going to be one of their hyper carries. Miral 90 tries to fall back, but there's just too much damage coming to the side of Fizz. Now the reporter out zone and out position as well by Amura. Forced back as well to try to send them just for some good measure, as Mickey was already here with the perfect match to aid his teammate. Still chilling, still having fun as well. Obviously, has to be careful. Doesn't really have much mana, and as well, he doesn't really have his glorious pathway. All their ultimates is so crucial before they get into this team fight, because they know when it comes down to who has the better team fight composition, Media Prima has the best, because the Atlas is just such a threat with that fatal link. Ainu pops in, will be able to steal the buff as well. He has double buff, but the Way of Dragon will be able to commit on Padu, followed by the Ring of Honor. That's going to be allowing them to secure a kill on Ainu. That's such a great pickup. Now they're able to force out towards the middle lane, and even Mickey was forced to use the fatal links on Amura. That was pretty big. Now they have no team fight composition. Now they get forced into the fight here. Padu try to see if he can try to melt down Amura as fast as possible, but it's not going to be a matter. Fizz gets caught. Fizz gets caught, and beautiful Divine Judgment coming out from Minguri, locking down Padu, saving Fizz and giving him a second chance of redemption. Cho gets another kill for himself. Amura just slowing Miral 90 as down as fast as possible. With the Ionic Edge, Amura is going to be getting a kill for himself. Minguri definitely still wanted to get a couple more kills for himself, going for the hunt. Ring of Honor committed as well. Mickey gets a little bit down low, commits another Ring of Honor. He almost gets a kill, but I don't think he will be able to get it for himself this time. Instantly, one team fight, one fatal lane committed wrongly. That allowed Bank Negara Malaysia the momentum, the tempo to push in both towers, and now hitting that inhibitor in his base. Mickey comes in with the perfect match, with the fatal links, especially off cooldown, commits too, but catches both XL and Amura by Sally. Like I said, Hayabusa tried to commit the shadow kill, but it bounced it off Sally. The RNG wasn't on his side, and it bounced it off towards the tankers instead. But Padu popping out that sword spike does quite the amount of damage. Changi on the other hand just melts Minguri into next Tuesday. Beautiful kill coming in. Still pushing on. Each of the team here just had a couple of trade-offs. Beautifully executed by Media Prima. They were able to defend that inhibitor. Although the inhibitor get a little bit down low here, it's pretty cool. It's pretty great. Now literally Bank Negara Malaysia, what they need to do right now is, the thing is, since they have this advantage for themselves here, they need to prepare for this Lord. The Lord is going to be coming out in exactly 10 seconds here. And especially with the Immortal on Hafizzer, he's definitely not going to be falling out or dying anytime soon. That's going to be giving him that great burst of the south. The push in. The Lord has been in advance. That's going to be the Luminous Lord. That's a big Lord. Very big Lord. But Amura, you better be careful. Amura is actually going to be ganked by both members here on Media Prima here. He's still going back and forth. He's just trying to delay. I love it. Amura is actually delaying Ainu. And of course, Mirror 90 in that top lane as much as possible. That allowed them to give a great team fight towards that mid lane. Hopefully we can actually see Bailey's trying to be coming as much as possible. Amura is just so tanky. I just love the fact he's holding down this lane as much as possible. That's going to be allowing Fitz to get a kill for himself. Possibly even another, but Miro 90 was able to pop off his ultimate and just run away as fast as possible. That's pretty big. And what's even better, Amura is still alive. This is what I'm trying to say. Once he pops the consecration, he just cannot die. And sadly, even though he did such a fantastic job zoning out both members of Media Prima in that top lane, Bang the Garment, they should already committed quite the amount of spells in their last team fight in that mid fight a lot, so they were not able to take the lot for themselves. But Fitz trying to push forward, but be careful, Mickey is actually in the bush. Forward with the puppet match actually catches all three members here, pulling them into a beautiful combination. Gorge Pam is going to be used himself, but sadly there was no fallout for such a beautiful fatal ace. That's going to be allowing Bang the Garment to punish 3 members instead, and Cho on the other hand will get his own solo kill on the reporter. Now this is the free load for them to contest, but do they have enough damage? Fitz is not here and they're a little bit down low. They are forced to once again give up the Lord despite them winning that team fight. They actually lost their hyper carry. Amura forced their partner was actually forced to use his flicker. That's actually pretty big. Now he doesn't really have flicker to actually escape away from Minguri. If Minguri choose to use that dirty combo, which is the flicker divine judgment combo. Seriously, there's just no answer to that. You just can't defend it. That's pretty much why they nerfed his range for the divine judgment for this patch. But I still believe it is still very strong, still very deadly, and we saw it a couple times. He actually saved Fizz in such a crucial moment. Amura pushes forward because he knows he's a Uranus, but he's gonna be careful. Maybe he might bid a little bit more than he can choose here. Pops the consecration, still alive. Just look at the amount of HP he's actually just regenning back. It's just absolutely insane. Panu does absolutely nothing. This is the most annoying thing about Uranus, right? I'm not sure whether they have the necklace of endurance on the side here of Media Prima, but they just gotta be careful. But on the side here, Ainu pops the core shadow because Minguri just getting a little bit too close for comfort there, even leaving behind some lightning bombs here. Padu and both Ainu playing a little bit more safe here. They both have immortalities here, so they will not die for the first thing. But the Lord will fall to the side here of Bang the Garment. But Fitz gets caught in the perfect match. Finally, he's gonna be catching all 4 minutes, and that's gonna be allowing Baxia to get the insta-kill on Fitz. They lost their hyper carry. Their backline is fallen. The front line cannot hold and will fall as well. 3 members going to be falling on the side here of Bang the Garment. Media Prima, they did it. Even though they had a couple of setbacks for the last 2 team fights, but that doesn't matter because now they just brought it back for the side here. Bailey is going to be coming up for the side of Amura, but sadly both of these members are just not enough to shred Amura at all. I know popping out. I just love the fact that I know his main job is just to try to play out his wave as much as possible because they know Amura is just constantly split pushing. Axel gonna be careful. Instantly gets pops the flicker, but that doesn't matter. But the Wheel of Dragon's gonna be knocking him back, but Sally is down into his tower. He has immortality. He will come back shortly. He will be able to Shunpo out into safety as well. Whew. Man, talk about a little bit closer combo there. Amura coming back, gets caught by Miro 90. Shield of Unity, but he's gonna be careful about this because this time there is 2 players. Amura is actually getting shredded by the reporter Chang'e. Not amount of damage. He has enough for physical damage, but not much against magic damage. Miro 90 rolling up against with the Shield of Unity. Finds one, tries to see if he can able to connect towards that backline once again. He had a beautiful follow-up. Minky trying to find another perfect opportunity. Malefic Roll is going to be bought for the side. I knew beautiful fatal is going to be catching Fitz once again. Glorious Pam is going to be popped. Will Fitz be able to get out of this situation alive? Sadly, no. As Miro 90 is going to be shutting him down for again, allowing that double kill for himself on Axel as well. 2 main cores out of the mix here. Now all that's left is Minguri and 2 frontliners, which has absolutely no damage or even defenses against such a team here. Still holding on the line. Still finding back. Mickey actually tanking a lot of that crystal. Taking a lot of Crystal Teal fighting back. They're holding so much resistance. My lord. They're really trying their best to defend against such a team. They start falling back. Changi, the reporter, does so much damage to Amura. If they're able to get a kill, they will get it as Ainu will shred him down once again. Mingari has to quickly try to clear that bottom lane before he hits that tower, but there's two seasons currently going to that top, followed by Ainu and Miriam 90. Let's be honest, that top inhibitor is not going to hold out for long and it will fall. Now two inhibitors are going to be falling down. The mid lane, the top lane has fallen. Mingari, he needs to try to connect the Divine Jumper. We'll be able to we'll actually catch Miro 90 instead. That's a big pickup. That's their front line. Hopefully it will force it to go back. But the Goshen, the Padu himself, dives in with the source fight. They're going to be hitting the Crystal. The Crystal is actually going to go down. And now, and instantly, they try to fight back. Ainu gets another kill. Gets a double kill. No way to defend himself. No way to fight against it. Crystal will fall. And Media Prima will be taking game number 1. It is BO3 against Bang Negara Malaysia. Really well played coming from both this team here. Exceptional play. Couple of fights we've seen, a couple of close calls for Media Prima because they started being zoned now, committing fatal links for Amun Ra here and there. And because they committed a couple of fatal links for some of those moments, they didn't really have it for those most proper moments. And I believe the fact that Bang Negara Malaysia, when they realized they don't have the fatal link, they instantly went and punished him. But anyway, we're going to be checking out, let's go check out the scoreboard here to see what kind of itemization is actually coming up for both of these hyper carries here. So let's firstly check out the MVP. It's going to be Padu, the man himself here. He has Calamity Reaper followed by the Immortality. I just love the fact he went for Immortality. I know on the other hand, of course, he went for flat damage here with Endless Battle, Blade of Despair, Maleficent War. I just love the fact he knows his responsibility. He knows I'm going to be split pushing this lane. I want to be able to do as much damage as possible. And at the same time, while I'm split pushing, I do not want to be hitting those lanes. I want to be hitting towers as well. That's pretty much why you see him with the Maleficent Raw. That will enable him to actually do a little bit more damage towards those towers compared to the rest of the team. On the side here, Pado, he's pretty much very confident with the amount of damage he has, but just for a couple of safety, especially with the existence of that Immortality, and of course the existence of that Divine Judgment, he went for the Immortality. That's going to keep him alive and safer a little bit longer as well. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is of course first game. Don't go away for too long. We still got 2 more games. Will we be seeing a 2-0 from Media Prima, or will Bang Negara Malaysia make the comeback? I'll see you later. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had enough of a break for yourselves here, and I hope, of course, most importantly, I hope you guys got yourself a cup of water as well, because it's very important for us to stay hydrated, because we not just only do we have a big game after this throughout the entire night, or you want to make sure you stay healthy, because we got to be fighting against that pandemic. By the way, guys, I'm Lenny, also known as Yodeli. For those who just joined here today, I'm going to be the MLBB caster throughout this entire season here. As what you guys missed out, we had the first game between Media Prima and Bank Negara Malaysia. If you guys actually was watching that game, let's be honest, the game looked like it was in Media Prima's favor in the early game, but then after a couple of slight tiny mistakes, we see that Bank Negara Malaysia actually punishes them for it. But anyway, I just got a call from our amazing production who did all of this. The draft is ready, so let's get into it to see how is this next game going to be like. Oh man, I'm excited. I have so much anticipation on what is going to be happening next. But of course, we gotta be thanking our sponsors, the HP Omen, and of course, this entire event is currently brought to you by the gaming company TGC. By the way, first ban still looks like Bank Negara Malaysia. Instead of being on the red side, they're gonna be on the blue side this time. Which means they're gonna be having first ban and first pick. So once again, banning out the Kufra. Now, is this an advisable ban? Because like I said in the previous round, banning out the Kufra means you really want to try to secure that assassin for yourself. But in this case, Media Prima on the other hand decided to use this advantage and pick an assassin hypercarry for themselves here, and that just fully allowed them to scale all the way. So next ban on the side here of Bank Negara Malaysia is going to be the Esmeralda. I mean, that's of course a very respectable and prioritized ban as usual, followed by the Yutong.
Picking.
Media Prima is actually going to be missing out their first man. Ooh, which is totally fine. You know, there are teams. We have seen teams before that actually are totally fine. You know, they're like, you're not fine. We'll leave that hero open in the pool. We're totally confident and we're totally fine with it. Anyway, first pick this time is going to be Bang Nagara Malaysia's turn with the Atlas. Like I said, very favorable pick. Very favorable pick, mainly because he's such a great frontliner, great initiator, and of course, he is such a deadly team fight hero with that fatal links, and it's pretty much off cooldown. It has a short cooldown as well, so you're able to pop it out every once in a while. Media Prima this time it's gonna be their turn with the Uranus and the Helios. Ooh. We're looking at a mirror match right here between both of this team here, but this time Bang Nagara Malaysia, they will be able to pick up the Valir for themselves, and I believe that is a very strategic choice as well. The Valir is going to be able to defend his team from the back line and instantly tell Media Prima members that if you want my team, you're going to burn for it, that kind of situation. So a lot of this running down heroes like Helios, they have to be careful because they have to deal with a hero like Valir with the Searing Torrent and the Ventus Flame. Badang, ooh man, we have not seen him for a while, mainly because during one of the patches, Badang was not able to be played during the rank or competition because he was a little bit broken. Okay, maybe too broken on one of the skills. But now after a couple of patches, he's back into the mix here, and it's going to be a really great fighter, but most importantly, a really great lockdown as well with that fist break. But next pick is going to be on the side of Media Prima, it is going to be the Halcyon. Let me tell you something. There is a saying that people like to say when they see a Halcyon. When the sun goes down, you go down. So you gotta be careful, right? When Halcyon pops that ultimate, someone is definitely going to die. The Valir has to be careful. Really, actually, if you ask me, I think it's actually maybe for them, this might be their solution against the Valir, because it might be a little bit difficult for them to catch their members, and they know maybe the team fight might be a little bit difficult with the existence of the Valir. So maybe with the Halcyon, they are hoping to try to avoid any team fight, try to just zone out as many players as possible and just pick off them one by one. The Lowy ban. I love that ban. Lowy by far is possibly one of the most dangerous mage supports out there, mainly because not only does she have such amount of nukes and lane harass with the power dispersion and rotation, but her ultimate diversion just allows the team to be so mobile, so versatile, so flexible on how you can use it. You can either use it to engage or even use it to return back into the lane from a gank, and then let's be honest, that teleportation just allows you to cut half the time of that rotation. So Media Prima once again, they're gonna go with the marksman. This time it's their turn to go with the marksman. They're gonna go with the grandeur. Ooh, actually it's almost very similar to a mirror match. The only difference was there was no existence of the Valir, the Badang, and the Halcyon. But this time, Bang Nagara Malaysia looks like they want to go for the Lolita. Now, we didn't really see much of Lolita during MPLI, mainly because Moontun fixed they did a patch where they fixed where you are no longer able to flicker and combine with your follow-up with your ultimate with the Lolita ultimate anymore. And she had a couple of nerfs as well, but she's still a very decent support, really decent frontliner as well, quite dangerous, and follow with the carry. I love it. Carry is by far, not to say a direct counter, but it is a really great marksman against all of these B-free frontline. He's able to shred with his ultimate, the spinning light wheel. That's going to allow him to just double tap, literally. The term double tap from any FPS game can be used for carry in this MLBB game. He can actually double tap people and proc that he's passive way faster than usual by half the time. And Media Prima, their answer, I just love it. Their answer, their counter picks are all their solutions against the pick against Bang Nagara Malaysia. Now the existence of Diggy, the time journey is gonna render all CC spells, team fight spells out of existence. No longer there. You can't do anything about it. You just can't. Absolutely nothing. And by far, Diggy is also one of those heroes who has a level 1 skill that has the most nuking power. It has the highest damage in the entire game. Level 1. That's right. Level 1. That's the alarm time bomb. Going to be doing the amount, a significant amount of damage. Now, how I see it is that Bang Nagara Malaysia has a very common lineup. They have a frontliner, they have a good team fight composition, pretty much pretty cool. Well, on the other side of Media Prima, all counter picks, all solution to how they're going to be fighting against this team. So how I'm going to be seeing this And how I see it as well, it seems like Media Prima, some of the hero picks has a little bit of an early game advantage. So let's see how well they're gonna be doing and how well they're gonna be performing in that early 4 minutes. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be jumping into the second game, or possibly even the last game for this first BO3 between Bank Negara Malaysia and Media Prima. I'm going to be saying it looks like they're going to be going with a simple comp of 1-2-2, possibly maybe even a 1-3-1. On the other side here, for our dear friends on Bank Negara, on Media Prima, they're going to be going with a simple 1-3-1 for themselves. They're still holding on to the mix here. Looks like no one is coming towards this lane because Media Prima decided, you know what, we're just going to stick with a comp which was so simple, which we're so comfortable with. Let's just take as many camps as possible and just keep running them down. I love the fact that they put the digging with the same name with the Hellcat because he knows he wants to try to harass this Badang out of the lane as much as possible. Because remember, Badang is not a tanker. He can be built as a tanker, but he's not really his entire kit is not really designed to be a tanker. He's actually designed to be a fighter. So he's not really that tanky. The digging will be able to dish do quite the amount of damage for himself. Miro 90 on the other hand in the bottom lane with the Uranus. The thing is, he's hiding in the bush. Actually, he should be continuing to farm. He spots out Fitz. Gonna be throwing out the spinning light wheel. That's gonna be able to clear that way. But Mirror 90 is totally fine. He's gonna be forcing back. This is what I'm saying. Instant kill. First blood coming from the side here. A Media Prima. Beautiful follow-up coming from the side here of the reporter. Ladies and gentlemen, when I mean alarm time bomb, I mean a big time bomb. That's the craziest wake-up call you can ever have in the Land of the Dawn. And the thing is, it's proximity as well, so it will actually last in the lane once you throw it out. It will last quite a while before it times out and explode by himself. Still coming down to his bot lane. I knew having the time of himself with his farm will be able to take this crab with no fear. With no fear at all. On the bot lane, on the other hand, we're going to be seeing quite the rotation from both the mid lane, for both teams mid lane down towards his bottom side. Looks like we're going to be seeing quite the fight here, but be careful. Prima is going to be able to connect. Pardo was able to get out of this scot-free. Semitaro is going to be coming in, so going to be forcing that back. But Fizz going to be careful. He gets a little bit out of position. Is to get caught, get shredded down, and Pardo was still able to turn around back into the fight here and get a nice kill for himself. 1-for-2, but I think that's actually pretty big because actually the person who got the kill was the hyper carry of Media Prima, and that's going to be Pardo with the Grandeur. Pardo on the hand, this time he comes back to the mid lane with not just additional levels and kills, but of course with a handy new kit of double boss blue and red. Man, he's going to be having the time of his life. He's going to be getting even more rotation. Going to be trying to see if he can get another kill on this top side. But Dang Amon-Ra is definitely not having the time of his life at all. Medivh with the CC. House Lisa, no choice, had the power to perfect match. Will be able to connect and catch the two off guard. Thankfully, Minguri was able to push them back with the Searing Torrent and just literally remind them like, hey, you want my teammate? I will roast you for it. Still, Pardo already getting that Raptor's Machete. That's going to be allowing him to shred that jungle even more. But my man's going to be able to catch on Ainu. Fatal is going to be coming there as well. And that's going to be getting a nice kill. That's actually a pretty big one as well, as it was one of their side laners. Minguri able to, thankfully, beautiful execution coming out from that Fatal lane. But on the other side, on the bottom lane, Mineral 90 still alive, still great, still farming up as well. And the reporter, which is also known as One Izzle, doing a fantastic job. In the previous game he was playing Changi, also did a great job as a mage support, just constantly harassing, constantly making sure the lane is not easy for the opponent at all, and he's doing the very same thing with one of the most highest damage support in the level 1s in the game. XL farming out the lamp. Still, first Teller is going to be going from the side of Media Prima. Beautiful connection coming up from the Transcendent Ward of the Uranus. Still pushing down. XL gets stunned. Fizz getting ready to throw out the ultimate, but oh, the Searing Torrent is actually going to be pushing them out of it. The hammer will not be able to connect at all. Sadly, you can even say that Minguri actually saved majority of their members' lives. Sadly, XS1 is going to be, Minky is going to be falling down though, but they are ready to throw back into the mix here. Pardo constantly doing quite the amount of damage. He has no Death Sonata, but he's doing quite the amount of damage with Rondo. Searing Torrent is going to be pushing that back. XL spots him out, almost got the kill though. That was really close for combat as well. Miro 90 holding on the farm. The reporter is constantly throwing down those little time balls, although it's a little star though. Really cute though, really cute stars, man, you know. You want to there are some moments where people really want to wish on the shooting star, but in this kind of stars, you really want to try to avoid. Reverse time is going to be pulling Fizz all the way back, but sadly they just do not have enough damage to actually melt Fizz down. If not, that would have been a beautiful catch for the team here. Hustlitter farming all the jungle right now. Everything is just gone back to playing a little bit more safe. Both team was able to get towers for themselves. Amura, gotta be careful, get shredded down by the Hell Current. I know, but still wants to look for more. Doesn't really have his ultimate just yet, but once he gets up, let's be honest, he's gonna die, but not necessary. Because Mickey X has on, he's gonna be popping out the glorious pathway. That's gonna be allowing the entire team to just run him down with no mercy. The reporter constantly throwing out that first kill. Hustlitter tried to reinforce that top lane, but it's just a little too late. And this is the exact playstyle that Media Prima is trying to look for. Ooh, beautiful time journey. That's going to be literally mitigating that Fatal Ace. That Fatal Ace did absolutely nothing in that entire engagement. Beautifully timed by the reporter. My God. No one actually saw it coming at all. Beautiful perfect match. It's going to shred down Inode and allow Mingery to get another kill for himself. But ooh, Fizz gonna be careful. Dives into the mix here. He knows he has full confidence about it. Throws down the hammer. Not able to connect it. Padu on the other hand has all the damage. Instantly pops him up. Gets another kill for himself. Now he has 3 kills on his belt. He's a very happy man. He's literally level 10, highest in the game, and Axel is literally 2 levels behind of that hyper carry. 2 towers going to be fall on the side here of Media Prima, and don't forget they are currently in the lead by 2k, possibly maybe even 3k at this point. 090 still looking for one. Spots them out. Spots them out with the Transcendent Ward, just zoning them out as much as possible. This is exactly what the Uranus is supposed to be doing. They're zoning them out, being such a nuisance that just going to be allowing Padu to dish out all the damage from such a safe distance. Miro 90 going to be popping in. Reverse time is going to be pulling it. Pops the time journey for good measure. Fatal Ace is not going to be able to connect either. Beautiful glorious power is going to be allowing Padu to just run them down, getting all the kills for themselves. 1 will fall, 2 will fall, earning him the double kill. They want this tower. Mingery not going to be lasting for long. That's going to be a shutdown and a triple kill for Padu again. This tower is not looking good and it will fall shortly. I know it's going to be flanking from the behind. He literally said, I want your life, I want it today. They instantly dives in. Miro 90, no fear about the tower. He has concentration, but he definitely has fear for Amun-Ra with the fist break and the fist crack. I know able to secure. Enables his team to able to secure the red buff for themselves here. Padu dropping down a couple of stickers and emotes for himself, just saying like, hey man, I'm flexing. Check out my emotes, man. We're doing so well. The reporter, my God, like if you ask me who was the MVP for this entire game, I would definitely give it to the reporter. He literally for 3 team fights or 1 team fight and 2 major fights, he actually just prevented that failing perfectly. He just timed it so well as well. Prima is going to be coming. He's going to be committing the time journey. But sadly, Hustlitter, he learned it. He knows it. First time he learned his lesson. The second time, definitely not going to be failing again. But sadly, the Death Sonata on our end is going to be punishing him, following up the rest of the end of the rondo. 2 members as it gets down low. Padu, Glorious Power is going to be coming in as well, but that's not going to be stopping him at all. Finds one, gets the kill. That's going to be allowing him to get legendary. Pushes forward. Axel gets a little bit down low and gets the double kill again. Padu is on a roll, and of course, this is the 3rd turtle that's going to be taken from the side of Media Prima. They are absolutely on a roll, and they are stomping. Padu is already 10 kills, level 13. He is literally 5 levels above their hyper carry. Beautiful fatal lane that's going to be locking up Padu, and Padu will finally fall down, and of course, will not have that perfect record later on. Still, Miro 90 still being the nuisance he is, constantly popping in, popping that Ionic Edge, trying to zone it out. Fizz wants to see if he's able to catch Ainu, but Ainu is just too fast, so he instantly rotates back and trying to punish him in instead. Fizz gonna be careful, Tiger is gonna be popped, but sadly no Fatal Lane. Fatal Lane is gonna be coming off cooldown very shortly. Prima is gonna be connected. 4 or 5 members here. There's just too many members here. Ainu pops the ultimate. Here comes the Glorious Power. Territory is gonna be coming in as well. But Lolita tried to drop down the hammer, but the hammer ain't fast enough. All members are getting a little bit down low, a little bit too soft. 4 members will fall, and Hustlitter will get out barely with what he had. An amazing play, and that was just from 4 members here. This is absolutely insane. Ainu is already at a level, although sure, his kill score may not be as great. He is currently 3 to 2 5 here. 3 kills, 2 deaths, and 5 assists. But he has enough items. He has farmed enough. He has enough levels. He's actually ready to go to town very soon as well. Still more fights happening towards this bottom lane. Mid inhibitor will fall. So will the bottom. Time Jen is gonna be farming, followed by the flicker. Go's Prima is gonna be dropped down. They're gonna be careful as well. But Panu is just farming and shooting from such a safe distance. Coming into Death Sonata. Ainu gets another kill point, allowing him to get the killing spree. 3 members are dead. The crystals is open. They have nothing else to fear. They're gonna be trying to take it for themselves. Still chilling, still respecting the opponents, waiting for the minutes to come in a little bit closer, but they're not ending the game just yet. They really want to try to get this kill for the time, but looks like Time Jet is going to be popped. They're going to be forcing it and will even get another kill before they secure the deal. Media Prima, ladies and gentlemen, they are going to be winning this first BO3 of today here with a clean sweep of 2-0. But although at the same time, Bang Negara Malaysia did exceptionally well with the decisioning, but when it came to the drafting, I have no confidence to say it, but I will. They got out-drafted pretty hard here. Although, sure, Bang Negara Malaysia, they have a decent lineup, but the amount of plays coming out from Media Prima was just absolutely insane. But anyway, let's just quickly check out the scoreboard here to see what kind of itemization was actually happening towards the side of Media Prima. They had a total score of 21-7. Padu already in the entire game had already 10-0 before he getting 3 additional kills for himself. Once again, he knows he's the hyper carry, he knows what's his job. Instantly gets the Raptor Machete, followed by the Blaze of Despair for even more damage, followed by the Endless Battle for true damage. Same goes for Ainub as well. He knows his responsibility. He's a side laner, although sure, pretty cool. They allow him, literally, there was so many times Ainub just zoned them out, split push, catches members one by one. And even in the early game, partner up with the reporter, with the Diggy, was able to even draw first blood and get the kill on Badang. Really, but still, if you ask me, the MVP for this entire game is still going to be the reporter. He did an exceptional job. The rest, both teams, kudos to both of this team here who played exceptionally well. Can't wait to see what else they can bring for us next week. But anyway, we're going to be taking a quick short break here. Don't forget to drink water, and I'll see you guys very soon.
Double kill.